Ba-dum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. It's the bottom of the hour. Y'all rocking with the best. I know, that's why y'all here. Before we get into it, we're gonna hit you with a rap break. Y'all know how we do. Give me a beat. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Sleeping Studios. We pushing another rap album this month. Raekwon, The Emperor's New Clothes, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Berry Hill, Pomegranate is Wild with Inspector Det. Ooh-wee! Wu-Tang Killer Bees, my goodness. Then you got Wild Corsicans with Benny the Butcher coming, West Side Gun, you know I've been dying to do that. One Life, 600 School, the guy that plans it, the heavies, the Amaretta with Nas. Enough said. It's like verbal intercourse on the first Raekwon album. Oh, Built for Cuban Links, which is a classic. My goodness. Deborah Nightwine, that's out there with Marsha Ambrose. She's highly talented and she don't get enough love. But yeah, that song is crazy. And Mac and Lobster with Ghostface Killer. The Emperor's New Clothes. Raekwon, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Ray and A. Shout out to Shaolin, Wu-Tang, Killer Bees doing their thing. The album's dope. I dug it. That Mac and Lobster, though, Method Man is in that. Yeah, Method, that was a complete surprise. I mean, you know, Ghost is going off and then Method's in there. It was like Christmas. I'm like, I'm losing it. So, okay, here we go. Hugh Freeze. Is he on the hot seat? Yes, hell yes. That's the short answer. Let's not be silly. Let's not be stupid. The SEC Media Week, that just wrapped up last week, and CBS, I guess they were trying to put, CBS Sports, I guess they were trying to put a lipstick on a pig, but to no avail. This was just awful. And especially in this last year of sorts, coaches have figured out a way to talk past reporters and talk directly to the money class. And it's been fascinating to watch them squirm and get out their talking points and completely deflect and not answer questions in the room. And that's been a real treat. But for some reason, Auburn fans, War Eagle, they seem to have this delusion of prominence once again. They have championship aspirations. Okay, so does every other team in the SEC. CBS was trying to go ahead and give them an out. They was trying to give them a fluff piece. I don't know how many teams went 5-7 because that's what Auburn ended up doing. They went 5-7. Within the SEC, they were 2-6. They're bottom feeders. And I know Freeze was bought in because he's been successful everywhere he's been. But at some point, you are who you are. And I don't know why War Eagle would even buy into any of this madness, because ESPN gave them the 14th ranked, what is that? They gave them a 14th preseason ranking. I don't know why. They have a top 10 recruiting class, but really, what the hell does that mean in the age of the NIL? Because if I can go out and go to the transfer portal and get this kid, that kid, this kid, that kid, I really don't need this kid, that kid coming out of high school that's going to have to learn the system and assimilate a year or two into this thing. I might not even be here with the kids that I went and recruited. That's the state in college football, which we're in right now. So when people say, oh, I have the 10th ranked recruiting class, what does that mean? That means you got a bunch of good high school kids, but the reality is you might not be around to coach those kids if you don't win. Auburn's offense has been a major concern with issues of inconsistencies and turnovers. Freeze has addressed this by bringing in Jackson Arnold, a highly touted transfer QB from Oklahoma, to lead the offense. Again, is that something that's going to help him? I don't know. Can't hurt. It can't hurt. But when you're in on the hot seat, this throw anything against the walls and see if it'll stick mentality just ain't cutting it. And I know people sit up here and say, oh, it's the SEC, it's very top heavy. Okay, Kirby Smart is a monster. He's retooled Georgia. Yeah, he's retooled Georgia. Kirby ain't taking no shorts. Shane Beamer, I like what he's done in South Carolina. He's put together some good things. Even I'm not an SEC guy, and I like Billy Napier down in Florida. I think he's got a bum rap, but I really like the guy, really high on him. Yeah, he'll do some silly things, and I'll give him some shit. But again, I like him. I detest Lane Kiffin as a person, as a man. I have no respect for him whatsoever. However, Ole Miss, they have some good teams put together. Then there's Marky Mark and the Dummy Bunch in Kentucky. He's on the hot seat. I guess he thought it was cool to start going all eighth grader and start hurling off cuss words when people ask him about, his job security. And Mitch Barnhart's got to go ahead and swallow some of that, the AD of Kentucky, because they inked him to a ridiculous contract. And when they had to vacate wins, he's now the highest paid losing coach in the SEC. One of the highest paid losing coaches in the conference. Again, I can go on and on and on, but no need to pontificate. We can just keep this right here on Mr. Freeze. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and take a quick music break, and then we will be back with more of this hot seat talk. It's your boy, Big Vern. Give me a beat. Dun, 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 dun. Hold the presses. Y'all know what we do. We got another R&B album we pushing this month. Come As You Are, Terrence Martin and Kenyon Dixon, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Body and Soul. That's a really dope song. Tyrese a good song too. That's a good one. Follow Me, that's grown man music right there. Well, Ogie, you sitting back with your first lady sipping on something. It's quiet. You just want that, that togetherness. That's one of them ones. A Circle of Love with Robert Glasper. I really dug the album, but these four stood out to me. Make sure y'all give these boys some love. Come As You Are, Terrence Martin and Keon Dixon, in stores now. Yeah, go ahead and rock that one. That one's dope. Like I said, Follow Me is pretty much going to be one of those wedding anthems because it is a real good song. It's something you can listen to with your lady and just be appreciative of, having her in your life forever. But back on Hugh Freeze's crazy ass. Now, they got three players. The aforementioned quarterback, Mr. Jackson Arnold, wide receiver Eric Singleton Jr., and cornerback Ryan Strader and Rayshawn Pleasant. This is a make-or-break year for Hugh Freeze. Now, after two losing seasons and an 11-14 overall record, 5-11 in SEC play, we already talked about that. In his first 2 years, there's significant pressure for him to turn the page and get this thing back on track. Auburn fans expect success, including playoff contention, and Freeze's job security is directly tied to the on-field results. Now, that's awful. Again, that's awful. And the wheels came off. The wheels really came off the bus last year when they got beat by Cal. And they came to Auburn. And Mendoza, who's now playing at Indiana, War Hoosier, he's out there doing his thing. But at some point with Freeze, like I said, if he doesn't turn this around, he's already underwater right now with an 11-14 record. He's not the only one. He's not the only one. And Stoops is making more money than Freeze. The only thing about Stoops is that if they try to buy him out, his buyout is so large, he's inked up until 2031. So I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what Mitch Barnhart and them were thinking. However, Auburn is not on the stupid train. And the money class, they want a winner, and they want to win right now. As unreasonable as it sounds, they want to go ahead and be in the playoffs. They're nowhere close to doing that. They are nowhere close to doing that. If you've been a fan of the podcast and you followed us pretty much all last year, every week by week, we would give you college football. We would give you the QBs, the running backs, the tight ends, the wide receivers, the guys looking to go pro, the threatening programs. We would break down conferences. Auburn never came up as a threat in the SEC at all. They weren't even a pleasant surprise. So the fact that you got a couple of kids out of the portal, that doesn't actually mean that's going to work for you. You have to put it together on the field. And you got to have some sort of philosophy. But yeah, trying to go ahead and make War Eagle Nation feel better about their chances this coming year in the SEC, I don't think that's realistic. And saying that Hugh Freeze's job is tied to how the Auburn Tigers are going to, what they do on the field, that's even more problematic and really stressing. So that's another question. Do you put the house up for sale now? Do you put the for sale sign out there right now? You know? After Halloween, if his kids aren't enrolled in Auburn University and you've seen them get registration in other cities, you pretty much know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I don't know how they're going to beat Alabama. I don't know how they're going to beat Tennessee. I don't know how they're going to beat Florida, LSU. There's a lot of guys with unreasonable expectations on them, and given the season that they had. But of all the coaches with unreal expectations, I think they've given Hugh Freeze a raw deal. However, if you are an Auburn fan, you know the drill. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know, did we get it right? What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern at App Stupid.